Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is The Star. I am The Star Crochet and I crochet gifts for everyone. On this podcast episode, I talk about things like finished objects, works in progresses, new yarn, and that's about it for today. For my finished objects, I'm just getting right into it, by the way. For my finished objects, I have quite a bit. I have this whole basket full of finished objects. So here's the first. It is a mouse, and this is going to be for the farmer's market once I'm able to get into any of the farmer's markets. A little update of how that's going so far is I was able to apply for the fall season, and so now I'm just waiting on if my application is accepted or not. So hopefully it gets accepted. And so anyway, the first finished object, this is a mouse, and this is a large mouse, and I made it with worsted weight yarn. I made it with the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. And so here he is, and then here's the back. And then my next finished object I made is another mouse. I made two mice because one of them has the soft pink at the limbs, at the end of the limbs, you know, the arms and the feet, the hands and the feet, and so this one does not and this one does. So I want to try to make a difference of some stuff that I make to see like which one would sell first, which one grabs the attention more than the other. So I have these two mice right here, and then I have, this one's really cool. So this is a rubber ducky that I made. I bought this pattern off of Etsy, so I'll show you guys in the description box below the link to the pattern that I bought for this rubber ducky. So with this duck right here, it has a fluffier texture. I used Premier's Just Chanel, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. And I know I didn't show you guys the yarn haul of that, you know, the Just Chanel yarn, because I wanted to get right into it when it came to like what I was crocheting next. I was excited to try this yarn, and it's very fuzzy, and they call it a super bulky weight, which is a 6 weight, but it worked just like a 4 weight to me when I was crocheting with it. So that's one ducky, and then let's see what else. So this is also with the Chanel yarn, just Chanel, and this is with the blue. So I have like a pale orange, and then I have a blue, and then also with the Chanel I have a yellow. I'm trying to like sculpt the body more so it looks more accurate. So here's the yellow, and then I have, what else? I have this light green, and then you see what I mean? Because like the top of it, he looks like a Frankenstein head or something, so I have to like sculpt it a little bit before I put it on display at the markets. So this is a soft green, or like a mint green, and then this one is a soft pink, and that's the last one I have of the Chanel yarn of the duckies. So here's this one, and then I have, this was my very first ducky that I was making when it came to following the pattern, and I had to adjust the way I was working with the pattern a little bit when it came to the end, because see with this how the head looks more vertical than in a ball, like it's supposed to be like circular. It's not like that, and it's like oblong. And so yeah, I had to adjust what I could to make the head look smaller and more circular. So this is the regular yarn that I am using. I used the, with this one, it is the I Love This Yarn by Hobby Lobby. And so other colors that I have used, not this one, but other colors that I have used were the Red Heart Super Saver. So here's the second soft pink in the regular worsted weight yarn. And then here is the third soft pink in the regular worsted yarn. And you can see the difference of the ducks, the heads. This is when I kind of altered it, and then this is when I followed the pattern completely. So I can still try to sell this one, but I just don't like the way the head looks. But anyway, this is the third soft pink, and then I have purple duckies. I made a lot of ducks, by the way. I love this pattern. I love this idea and how it's an item easily able to sell. The second purple, let's see up close too. Okay, and then here's the third purple. And my plan for these duckies are to make 3 of every color of, not the Chanel yarn, but the regular worsted weight yarn, is to make 3 of every color, so that way I'll have like a back stock of inventory. Instead of having to rush after every market to make all these new things, I just want to have a back stock. Extra inventory, so I don't have to rush after every market to make more stuff. So this is the red ducky, and it's made with a regular worsted weight yarn. This is 1 of 3, so 2 and 3. Okay, and then I have the, like a, I don't know what it would be because it looks more green, not in the camera, but into the eye it looks more green. It's like a teal, maybe. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't know what color this would be, like a light blue green. So that's the first one, and then I have the second one right here, and then I have the third one. There we go. The head was very vertical again. And then the last of my finished objects are this pouch right here. It is a pad sack, and it's, if you have seen my last video last week of me explaining about these pad sacks, I'll explain again. For my crochet church group, we have like a variety of things that we get to make. It's not just one project at a time along with everyone. We get to choose what we get to make. And so with these pad sacks, the reason why we're making these is because, and I have 2 by the way, the reason why we make these is because a country in Africa, they do not allow female students to continue schooling while they're on their cycle unless they have a pad sack with them. So it's this, I was able to make 2. And that is all of the finished objects. And then I'm just putting all the finished objects back in this basket. And then the next thing I have to show you guys is the work in progress. So I have just one work in progress. Okay. And I am making another mushroom guy. So this is going to be the skin color. It's a white and it's a worsted weight. And this is the head so far, and then what's on my hook is one of the legs. So I'll start with this, and then when it comes to the second leg, I'll have about this much as well, and then I join all together when it creates the torso. And that is my work in progress. I'm going to use this color right here for the top of the mushroom part of the head, and then I'll be using a soft pink for underneath the mushroom, connecting the head. And then what we have left is new yarn. Crinkle warning, I always do this, crinkle warning. So I went to Hobby Lobby again. I was able to go there, and the yarn was on sale again, so I gave in and bought some more yarn. There's a saying that there's no such thing as too much yarn, and that's very accurate, actually. So I have this, I love this yarn right here. I got more of this brand, and I got only variegated colors because my plan for this yarn right here, all of the variegated yarn, is to use them for baby sweaters. So I'm preparing for the fall. And this is the third skein, this is the fourth, and then this is the fifth skein of the same colorways. The color is called Brights. And let's see, it is a worsted weight, and it is 4 ounces, 114 grams, 196 yards, and 180 meters. The suggested crochet hook size to use is an I-9 or a 5.5 millimeter. Okay, so it says you can put it in the washer for around 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit, but you can machine dry it. Do not iron, do not bleach, and to dry clean, only use the chemical that starts with an A. And then I have this yarn as well that I purchased. It is the second variegated colorway I'm going to use for the baby sweaters. And this is the same specifications. Well, let me see here. This is slightly different specifications. So it is a 5 ounces, it is 142 grams, it is 252 yards, 230 meters. It is also worsted weight. The recommended crochet hook is I-9 or a 5.5 millimeter, and you can wash it in 40 degrees Celsius, put it in the dryer. Do not iron, do not bleach, and same with the other variegated yarn. You can dry clean, only with the chemical that starts with an A. And this is the first skein that I got, and the colorway, what is this colorway called? Songbird Stripe. So this is 2, 3, set it right here, 4, and 5. So that is everything that I have to show you guys. If you have made it this far in the video, check out my social media such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. My Etsy shop is still on vacation mode, so I'll give you guys a notification whenever I am able to move forward with my Etsy. Also, check out my Patreon. It is $3.33 a month per person. And thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!